So today's post was inspired by this amazing video that I just stitched, the humorous video that I just stitched. So now I'm gonna be looking away at my notes because I made some notes while I was doing my research, and I decided to title my vlog is sleeping on duty a dismissible offense? Okay, so first we're gonna start looking at the case between Sepau on behalf of Ramuroka and ChemServe Systems Pty Limited. So this case involves a technical manager who went into the control room and then found the employee sleeping on duty. So according to the manager, he tried to rouse the employee and the employee did not wake up. He knocked on the table, the employee did not wake up. He knocked on the employee's helmet, the employee did not wake up. And then he hit the employee's helmet, and only then did the employee actually wake up. And then the technical manager says he asked the employee, is it acceptable to sleep on duty? And then the employee said he's sorry, he apologized. And then the next day, when the technical manager and the employee had the discussion, the employee said no, actually he was not sleeping, he was praying. Okay, so then it seems like subsequently the employee was dismissed, and then the matter was taken to the CCMA. And then when the matter was taken to the CCMA, the commissioner found that the dismissal was substantively unfair. So remember, a dismissal has to be procedurally fair and substantively fair. So procedurally fair means that the necessary procedure was followed leading up to the dismissal, regardless of the merits of the case. And then substantive fairness means that the misconduct was of such nature that it warranted a dismissal. Okay, so the commissioner said that the dismissal was substantively unfair. And these are the words that were quoted, that were said by the commissioner. He said that he or she is unable to conclude on the balance of probabilities that the employee was indeed sleeping on duty, because apparently this whole scenario happened at 9 a.m. So there was a possibility that the employee was sleeping at 9 a.m. There was also another possibility that the employee was indeed praying at 9 a.m. Okay, so then I came across another article to find out if, or rather to, maybe to find out or establish if sleeping on duty warrants a first-time dismissal or an immediate dismissal, for a first-time offense. So then the article that I came across is called Sleeping on Duty Not Necessarily a First-Time Dismissible Offense, and it's by blog.cisa.co.za. Okay, before I was rudely interrupted. So the article that I read is from blog.cisa.co.za, is sleeping on duty, or rather it says sleeping on duty not necessarily a first-time dismissible offense. Okay, so then the author again reiterates the importance of substantive fairness and procedural fairness regardless of the merits of the case. Okay, so for me, actually, while I was reading the case of the commissioner, at the back of my mind, I thought, or I'm of the opinion, that it actually matters what job title an employee is engaged in. And then as an employer, you should adjust your disciplinary code accordingly. Okay, so let's say you work with pilots, so a first time sleeping on duty should obviously be a dismissible offense. Okay, and then for a packer, who is working, let's say, the supermarket, the consequences of sleeping on duty are not that severe. Okay, so it might lead to a written warning. Okay, so depending on the nature of your business and what your employees are involved in, then you would adjust your disciplinary code accordingly. So as I said, that if it's a pilot, then it should be that sleeping on duty should be a dismissible offense. If it's a bus driver, the sleeping on duty should be a dismissible offense because it's endangering the lives of others. Okay, and then let's say maybe somebody's a security at a cell phone tower, that one we can maybe say first written warning. So now the article that I first referred to at the CCMA, where the dismissal was found to be substantively unfair, it was written in 2013-02-26. Okay, and then the one that I'm referring to now, where the author says it actually depends on the nature of the role that the person is involved in, was written in 2021. So I like the tips that she actually included in her article. So she says, in order for you to what did she say? Okay, she says that if an employer suspects that an employee is sleeping on duty, they can take the following measures. So you can have one witness present when you go and observe that employee sleeping. So I guess he has learned from that other person from 2013's mistakes. My teacher used to say that we must learn from other people's mistakes, because life is too precious for us to make our own mistakes and then repeat the mistakes of others as well. So I suppose he learned from that person, the technical manager's mistakes of not having another witness present when he was busy hitting the helmet, knocking on the table, knocking on the helmet, and the person apologizing. And then the commissioner actually had to say that based on the balance of probabilities, he cannot say that the person was definitely sleeping. Okay. And then a second one, he says you can have and then the second one is that you can have cameras installed, or you can record the person, video record the person while you're busy knocking on helmets, knocking on tables, shaking the person, trying to get them to wake up. And then also you must have detailed notes on how the employee responded when he was called. So this one would also be included where this person was asked, is it acceptable to sleep on duty, and then him apologizing. But remember, there was going to be a witness there as well, so that he can't say that it can't be his word against the manager's word. And then the next one, you must also detail surroundings and objects that that the employee used to make himself comfortable. So it could be that maybe the employee makes a makeshift bed while he's sleeping, he has a pillow, etc., etc. And then also you would record the position of the employee while he was sleeping on duty. So this gentleman would have gotten away with the position because he was sitting on a chair. Okay. And then another take home is that it's important for employers to comply with the Basic Conditions of Employment Act in terms of giving their employees enough rest periods to avoid fatigue and such issues of sleeping on duty. So yeah, thank you for watching.